Writing equations of lines is something that we all have to do in our algebra classes, and the most common way that you'll see it is either with slope-intercept form or point-slope form. There's also a standard form. So we usually choose one of these two methods, either slope-intercept or point-slope, to write the equation of a line. And then a lot of times we are asked to put it in standard form. So we're going to walk through how to write the equation of a line for both of these forms, and then also show how to put it in standard form. So we're going to begin with a point, -2, 4, and a slope. So for either case, as long as you have a point and a slope, you're good to go. And if you're given 2 points, that's enough as well, because with 2 points, you can always then find a slope. So if we're going to do the first version, which is slope-intercept, you're going to substitute in this for your x, this for your y, and that will be your slope, your m. So you'll have 4 equals -1 times -2 equals b. You'll then solve for b. Sorry, plus b. So 4 equals +2 plus b, and when you subtract 2, you'll see that b will then be equal to 2. So when you write your equation, you write y equals mx, well m is -1, x plus b, which is 2. And a lot of times students realize that they don't have to put a -1 in front of their x, that a lot of times we just write -x, and that's what you see in your books and most likely through all your math, that when there's a -x, there's an understood 1 to be there. So the equation is y equals -x plus 2. So doing the same thing, only this time we will now use our point slope. So x1 and y1 will be our point. M will be our slope, and y and x will stay in the equation. So you'll do y minus 4 equals m, -1, times x minus a -2, which turns into a +2. So that's y minus 4 equals -1x, -2, and then you'll add the 4. And 4 minus a 2 is +2, and once again we can just write this as y equals -x plus 2. So you can see that whether you use the point slope form or you can use the slope-intercept form, either way you can get the equation of the line, and it comes out to be the same thing as long as the procedures are done correctly. Now, let's suppose you want to put this in standard form. Well, standard form means your x and y terms are on the same side. Now, in addition, the coefficient or leading term of x here cannot be negative or a fraction. So we're going to just add the x over here, and you'll get x plus y equals 2. And this is now in standard form. So either way, they both represent the same line. This is just standard form, and both of these are actually in slope-intercept form. Let's look at one more example of how to put it in standard form, put an equation in standard form. Suppose you have the point 1, 7 and a slope of 2/3. So now you can write the equation of the line, and I can choose either which way that I want. So I'm going to go with the point slope form. So I'm going to do y minus 7. This is my x1, y1. Y minus 7 equals m, which is 2/3, times x minus 1. Now this one has fractions in it, which comes up frequently. And so the easiest thing to do is to multiply through by the denominator, which is 3. And when I multiply by 3, I have to multiply this term by 3, this term by 3, and this whole side by 3. So I will get 3 times y, which is 3y. 3 times a minus 7 is minus 21. And then when you multiply this side times 3, the 3 actually cancels with this 3. So you end up just getting 2 times the x minus 1. So we have 3y minus 21 equals 2x minus 2. Now we want to move the x term over here and the constant terms over here because we're trying to get it in this standard form. So this becomes minus 2x plus 3y. Adding the 21 over gives me a 21 minus 2 or a 19. And we said that this term a cannot be negative, so we're going to go through and change this by dividing everything by a negative 1 and making this 2x minus 3y equals negative 19. And this is in standard form.